Recording has started. I do want to welcome you all to this presentation today. This is my name is Joe Need, and Peter Wolfing is going to be our main host today. Peter Wolfing is the founder and the CEO of several companies. The one we're going to be talking about this evening is Ueconomy. You're going to learn about the company, the culture. You're going to get to hear from Peter, and you're also going to be able to learn about how we make the money here and how you can participate and begin making money like this week. We'll be going for, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. I'm going to ask if anyone has a comment as we go through, or if anyone wants to chat. Thank you very much. How's the tooth? Good. Thank you, Dale Ann. I'm going to invite you guys to, just put into the chat box here any comment or question that you have. Also, if you'd like to let us know where it is you're calling in from, and if you're a member of Ueconomy or you are an invited guest here. So that's it from me. I'll be back at the end of the presentation to give you guys a couple of next steps. In the meantime, please give 100% of your attention to Mr. Peter Wolfing. Peter, thanks for being here, and the webinar is all yours.
Hey, thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. And let me give everyone a virtual handshake here on this beautiful evening. And you see my screen up here with Lady Liberty right outside my door here in Manhattan. And the beautiful, beautiful video to start off here with the actual presentation tonight. So let me ask you, how's the audio?
It's okay. It's an improvement.
All right.
It's better.
Well, guys, you saw over there that it said, it's there, reach out and take it. And that's what I feel here in the United States of America, that you can reach out and take it, you can grab it. And today on this webinar, we're going to show you how to get from here to there. Now, here to there is all subjective. It's basically you. Everyone is different as far as where they happen to be. Whatever your here is, right? And whatever your there is really where you want to go. So I understand that everybody's different. Well, I'm going to go over a little bit about my here to there, where I'm at, and how this can be able to help you. And really my goal here in this webinar today is to give you value, okay? Is to be able to show you things, teach you things, and be able to give you value so that this way you can say, hey, man, I really learned some great stuff on this webinar today. If someone can please mute out, I'm getting some background noise, I would appreciate it. So I want to give you value today, but at the end of the webinar, I said, I really want you to be able to say, hey, I can do that, right? I can do that. This is that simple. And I want to open up your eyes to possibilities that maybe you didn't think it was possible, that you never really thought about before. And so one of the key components in entrepreneurship and getting from here to there is raising your level of awareness of what's possible in your life, okay? That's a big thing. You know, if you stay here to the end, I can promise you that I'm going to give you value, okay? And I think it's going to be about 60 minutes or so, and I want you to say it's the best 60 minutes you've ever spent in a long time. So please stay with me, and I'm going to be going and covering a lot of different information for you today. So what makes us different? You know, so really, you're probably saying, why should I even listen to this guy? You know, here's this guy on here, who knows who he is? I don't even know who he is. And, you know, why should I even listen to you? Well, I have over 27 years experience, and that's in the online space, okay, in the digital space. And I have over 2 million people that have joined my platforms over the last 20 years, even though I've been here 27 years. My company will be actually 20 years in August of this year. Now, the Ueconomy is a separate company from that, but basically our umbrella company is going to reach 20 years. And during that time, we've paid out in excess of $400 million, and that's been earned. That's cash money that's been earned by the people that have participated in our systems. And Ueconomy is the culmination where we've kind of brought all the stuff we've learned over the past 20 years and put it all together for you. And we have proven systems of success. So when I say proven, I can't guarantee you success. It's just not possible, but I can guarantee you that the system works. Now, everybody's different that plugs into the system, and I don't know what your work ethic is. I don't know if you're going to quit when the first person you talk to says boo. I don't know, right? but I can tell you that the system that we have works. And if you put focused, diligent, passionate effort into it, and you stick with us, we'll show you how you can be able to go from here to there, whatever that may be in your life. And the bottom line is we care about people. We have a great community here with U Economy. We have a culture that cares about people. The U in U Economy represents you. It represents the community of people that we have. So this way we can come together to be able to learn together, grow together, and have a culture of people that actually care about each other. Now, I've been privileged to be able to learn under some of the great minds of our time. This happens to be John Maxwell. He is the preeminent leadership expert in the world. He's written well over 100 books. I think he's the #4 best-selling author of all time on Amazon. The guy is incredible. I've been able to learn under him. Also here is Darren Hardy of Success Magazine. He wrote The Compound Effect, also the Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. I spent a lot of time with him as well. Gary Vee. There's Sir Richard Branson. I'm actually authoring a book coming out in September called Performance 360, which is how to reach your peak performance. And that's co-authored with Richard Branson. I'm also doing another one with Brian Tracy as well, too. This happens to be Steve Forbes of Forbes Magazine, and I'll bring him out a little bit later as far as what his magazine says about what we're doing. And here's one of the magazines that I was on as well, too, which I'll cover in just a moment. So we've done a lot of things right. Of course, not everything is going to be perfect, but we've been able to weather the storm and learn from what things don't work and learn from what things do work to come out with this well-oiled machine that anybody can plug in from any socioeconomic background to be able to come in and plug in to be able to change their reality and their financial picture very, very quickly. This is the magazine I was pointing to earlier, and it said over here, the Uber of network marketing, okay? And I was very proud of that. I didn't tell them to write that. They wrote that. And what do they mean by that? Well, the Uber and Airbnb and the like, they've been called industry disruptors, meaning they came into an industry, they reimagined it, reimagined their reality of what they could picture it being done as, trimmed all the fat, and then been able to redesign it in the way they wanted to, and they were able to become the biggest people service business as far as delivery service in the world, and they don't even own a single car. Airbnb is pretty much the biggest hotel room rental service out there, and they don't even own a single hotel, right? Because they reimagined the way the industry could be, and they disrupted the industry. And I was doing this 10, 15 years before they were even a little twinkle in their eye in the online space. And I've reimagined the way things can be done. I've streamlined the way things can be done. And yes, I've been often imitated and try to copy, but never the same thing. And it's hard to really copy 2 million people and close to $500 million in commissions. It's kind of tough to do that. So what I'm trying to say basically is for you is that we in turn have leading edge thinking. We in turn have a track record that you can plug into, you can feel confident with. I'm going to be on Times Square TV coming up soon, on CNBC, ABC, Fox affiliates, television. I just started a not-for-profit company to help young entrepreneurs. So, and I'm really just telling you that because should you decide to come on board, you can lean on that, right? You can lean on that to be able to say, hey, listen, our CEO does this and does that, and you know this and you know that. He works with Richard Branson. He did an authorship here and there. And that's going to help you do much better in the business because it's your credibility. And I'm allowing you to kind of get on my shoulders of what I've been able to accomplish in 30 years and be able to get you from here to there quicker, right? Rather than just saying, okay, I'm going to wing it on my own. I'm saying, hey, follow me, borrow my belief, jump on my shoulders, and I'm going to help you get there much quicker. Now, here's a reference to Shark Tank, okay? Shark Tank is a very, very popular show on television. That is Kevin Harrington of Shark Tank, one of the original investors of Shark Tank, and this is what he says about myself. You see him over here on the left-hand side with Mr. Wonderful, okay, Damon John and the like, okay? But Kevin Harrington was right there, and this is what he says about myself.
Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, one of the original investors on Shark Tank. I was also one of the inventors of the infomercial, and I pioneered the As Seen on TV business model. I've also been involved with more than a dozen public companies and have launched over 500 products that have generated more than $5 billion in sales. Now, investing in myself has been the secret ingredient to all my success. I encourage you to follow an expert in that area. People are always asking me for advice and where to go to get to the next level in their business and their lives. And before I recommend something specific, I always ask if they're ready on the inside. Now, I know from a personal experience that investing in developing yourself first is the absolute best way to get where you want to go. And Peter Wolfing has close to 3 decades of experience in the $100 billion e-learning space. He's an expert trainer, mentor, and author of multiple books. One is co-authored with Brian Tracy titled The Will to Win and is destined to be a bestseller. Peter will.
Well, sorry about that, guys. I hit that button by mistake, and I just went past it quickly. So please excuse that. But basically, he's saying just follow what I'm doing, okay? So I apologize. I must have had touchy fingers there for a second, and it was very sensitive. Excuse me. The first thing I want to describe to you, and I'm going to give you 3 different secrets, and this is the value that I want to be able to share with you today on YouEconomy. Number 1 is develop yourself first before you develop your business. Okay, yourself first. That's the most important thing, is develop yourself first before you develop your business, because as much as 90% of your success or failure is between your ears and not how to do the business. This is where most people blow it. They say, oh, listen, how do you do this? How do you do the business? That's not the most important thing. The most important thing is here, okay? In the Marine Corps, when I was a sergeant in the Marine Corps, one thing they told me, and they taught me very, very well, is that it's never going to go as planned, okay? You always have to have a plan B, and you have to develop yourself first as a leader and as in the business, and develop your skills here. Otherwise, you're just going to be, roadkill basically in your business, because it's not going to work, okay? Because you don't have the chops here to be able to stand the test of time and what's going to happen, okay? So vitally important that you do that and in your business, okay? Now, one way we do that is through the You Mentor series, which I'll talk to you about in just a moment. Number 2, you must unlearn the bad habits and long-held beliefs in order to make room for the ideas and concepts that service you better. So what I've learned from these big thinkers, Richard Branson, Darren Hardy, and the like, okay? One thing they told me is that if you go in thinking you know everything, you're never going to be able to learn anything. Okay. Also, if you go in and think you know everything from your past experiences, from people that you've learned from before, maybe your parents, whoever they may be, authority figures in your life, and you think you know, then you have no room to learn. So many of these things that you've learned are bad habits in your life. And let's just call it the way it is. Many of the things we've been taught by people we've known our whole life were a lie. It's just not real. Okay. And what I'm saying, and I know I'm going to shake some beliefs here, but many times who on here was taught that there was a big fat man living in the North Pole who was going to deliver gifts, right? That's what I'm saying. Not everything that you were taught happens to be true, okay? And they go in with all great intentions and so on, but maybe that may not be true. And what the entrepreneurs do, the 1%ers out there, is they learn and they challenge these beliefs to say, listen, I believe it now, and I'm going to keep it, or I don't believe it, and I'm going to be able to replace it with something else that's going to cause me to grow quicker, because if you're stuck, you're never going to grow, all right? Number 3 is you have to shorten your learning curve with a mentor. The first 8 years in my learning curve, from about 1990 to about 1998, I thought it was about working hard. That's what my mom taught me. She was an entrepreneur, work hard. And I learned that it's not about working hard. And from how many people do you know that has been working hard their whole life and have nothing to show for it? It's not about working hard. It's about working hard with the right vehicle and being able to be intentional about working hard. And that's what I've learned with mentorship. And it says over here, you have to shorten the learning curve with a mentor. People that have been there before to be able to learn and teach you these different things, so that this way you don't have to do trial and error. The first 8 years, I'll tell you, I did a lot of humble pie in the cafeteria of life. I paid heavily in my entrepreneurial education, in trial and error. And I'm telling you right now, with YouEconomy, we're going to teach you, we're going to mentor you, I'm going to mentor you and teach you these different things, so this way you can raise your aha, right, and say, hey, listen, I didn't know that. I'm going to skip past that, and I'm going to avoid that pothole, avoid that hand grenade, avoid that atomic bomb that blows people out of the business. And we're able to teach you these different types of things to teach you how to think better as an entrepreneur. Now, again, even if you decide not to do YouEconomy, these 3 concepts should be able to get you further along your learning curve, So this way you're going to be able to do better. And again, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Eric Hoffer said, in times of change, the learners will inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with the world that no longer exists. And he says basically what he's saying here, and I'm going to cut it short, is that, hey, listen, you can't go in thinking you know everything. Because right now, I think everybody knows the information out there is flying by us at light speed, and it's only accelerating. Things are changing so fast that if you think you know stuff, well, you don't know stuff because everything's going so fast, and you have to be able to be a constant learner all the time. There's two things that I teach people in one of our mentorship courses, is that things are either growing or they're deteriorating. Nothing is ever staying the same. So if you're saying, I like it the way it is, it doesn't work that way, okay? The universe works where things are either deteriorating or they're growing, and we as causative people and causative beings, we can make change because we're able to decide and think for ourselves, to be able to be intentional with what we want to do in our life, to pick the right financial vehicles, to be intentional with our learning and our education, to be able to logically choose things, to be able to learn from other people that have been there before and get there much quicker rather than just living life by default. Okay? And what other people say, you're just moving with the waves, or whatever other people say, whatever the toxic news out there says, the way you have to think and things of that nature. You know, we're telling you, think for yourselves and you'll be able to do much better in your life. So I discovered these things the hard way. Okay? And the formula I was taught for making money was a lie. I mean, my parents and the people around me taught I had to work hard. That was it. To get a job, okay, or to get an education, to go to school. Now, I have nothing against getting an education. You can get a great baseline, okay, for doing that, but it's not necessarily the way to go. You have to look at the person that's doing it and decide whether or not that's right for them to do that, okay? So I was taught to work hard, okay? And that's, as I said before, not necessarily the way to go. You have to have other things, like you have to have leverage, you have to have the right financial vehicle, you have to have residual income, you have to have momentum, you have to have all these different things that we teach you in our courses in UEconomy, and things you're not going to find anywhere else. And many people, they feel like they're stuck inside a box, right? They're sitting there and you're like trying to get out of the box, but what's happening is the instructions are taped outside the box and you can't reach it. You can't read it. You feel like you're stuck inside of a box? Most people out there do, right? So most people, they feel like this gentleman here stuck in the box. They can't get out. They can't read the instructions. And we're telling you right now, and some of these 3 secrets that I'm telling you is, these are some of the instructions that we teach you in UEconomy. Totally different that you may have been able to have thought out there is to be able to think better, right? So do you ever feel like you're stuck inside that box, right? It's incredible. Most people do feel that way, and we want to show you freedom and sovereignty over your life using this amazing educational platform that we have with UEconomy, and then showing you a financial vehicle wrapped around it that you can get from here to there in lightning speed. All right, so bottom line is, our awareness of what we know and what we're aware of is severely limited by our environment. And our parents as well, too. I know they love us, but they programmed us to think the way they think, okay? Their values, their faith, political views, even their views about money were kind of correlated and programmed up here. And many of us, if you think of your brain and the way you think as programming, we were programmed by people around us in our environment to think a certain way. And unfortunately, in 2018, some people are walking around with DOS programming, or dare we say Windows 95 programming, and they haven't had an upgrade in 25 years. So we want to teach you how to think better, how to think differently, and to be able to accelerate yourself in your life. George Bernard Shaw said 2% of the people think, 3% of the people think they think, and 95% of the people would rather die than think. You know, and those 95%, what are they doing? They're just going through life and regurgitating the same thing over and over, and they're living their life by default rather than by design, right? So, and the people that think they think, they're not doing that. They're regurgitating what they heard on the news. They're regurgitating what they heard from somebody else. They're really not thinking. It's just regurgitating the same thing over and over again. And again, by default, not by design. You want to be part of that 1% and 2% that know how to think and design their life. So You know, I was programmed that if I was going to be successful, I had to be in the right place at the right, time. I had to be in the right place at the right time. Totally false, total lie. It's not correct. You can be in exactly the wrong place at the wrong time and still win. Why? Because you have to be able to think differently and have the right education, because every situation is neither good or bad. It just is. It's the value that we put on that certain specific idea, concept, or situation, and we put that value of whether it's good or bad. And if you have the knowledge and the wherewithal to be able to see it for what it is and reframe it and be able to look around it, you can see the good in any bad situation, and you can be able to go around it, under it, over it, just like I said, the Marine Corps, improvise, adapt, and overcome, and you can do that in business as well, too. Just to give you an example, in the 2008 to 11 financial crisis, the whole housing market was going to bust, right? People were running around panicking. The government's going to, the whole, financial system was going to be fried, all that kind of thing. But many people, they were living the life of luxury. This was a house that I purchased right over here during that time, right? During that time, over here, right on the water. Look at that. And other people running for the hills, they're like, oh, I wish it could get better. I was like, how come you don't see what I see? Because I had the knowledge and the wherewithal to be able to make money in that bad situation. Okay, so many people were running and, wow, this is the best time ever, while other people were saying, oh my God, this is the end of the world. So that's what we're teaching you here, the things they don't teach you in everyday life and they don't teach you in school. Here's one of my students, okay? Now, just to show you, I'm going to show you some videos here, just to show you some people from a wide range of people that have been very, very successful. And you don't have to be a rocket science. You don't have to be a guru. You don't have to be, these techie guys out there that kind of know what they're doing. People from all walks of life are being successful with this business. And that's why I built this business. So people from anywhere around the world, we have people all over the world from different countries doing this business. And they just come from, being a mother like a Kukui here, or from other people that are from, they're just in a job, they make money, but they're just tired of it. Right? They want time freedom. They want freedom with their family. And people come from different walks of life to do this for different reasons. But please listen to her story, and then I'll go on.
Hey guys, Kukui here. I know that.
Excuse me.
U Economy empowers anyone to reach the.
Sorry, guys.
Hey guys, Kukui here. I know that probably everybody's busy, they're working on their business, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Anyway, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited for our group. I'm so excited for things that have been happening for us. And I wanted to shoot this quick video for you folks to tell you guys, what I've been through within just the last month. With Easy One Up, and how it's changing a lot of people's lives, especially people that are completely new to internet marketing. For me, I know a month ago, I was in a place where I was searching for additional income. And I remember meeting up with Rosie, talking a little bit about it. And I was telling her, I said, God asked me the other day, and this is, a month ago, he asked me the other day if he could purchase an app for my phone. It was like a $7 Minecraft app for a game. And I remember telling him that, we have to save money. We don't have any money. And he literally looked at me and he said, we never have money, Mom. We never have money. And that was my breaking point. That was the breaking point for me to realize that I had to do something. I had to do something. And so, fast forward a month now, I made almost over $12,000. Like, holy crap. And I just wanted to make a couple $100. And today, like, I just checked, I made over $12,000. And that is so crazy. Like, that never happened. And all I wanted to do was make a couple hundred, and for me, a couple hundred was going to be life-changing in that week. And to be able to, pay off some debt, to be able to buy my kids brand new iPads, they were so happy yesterday when I gave it to them. They're like, Mommy, we got iPads. And I told my son, I said, you know what, you download whatever you want. I gave him like $100 credit. I said, here, son, you take this $100 credit and you download whatever app you want. And he's like, wow, Mommy, we have money. And I said, yes, we do. But anyway, sorry, that was a little bit of emotional, because it has been. But I want to tell you guys that, think about why you started it. There was times where I wanted to give up within the last month because of things that were happening. But I later realized that after looking at my kids, I said, this is the reason why I started. And this is the reason why I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep pushing.
Guys, is that touching or what? And like I said, everybody has their own reason, but let's see, everybody has their own reason why they do this business. And for Kukui, it was for her family. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here is show a video that's going to go over the products and the concept of the products that we have here. It's only about 5 minutes, and it's going to go over that. And then we're going to start to describe it. And I'm going to show you the back office and what we have here with UEconomy.
UEconomy empowers anyone to reach their true potential, regardless of outside factors such as political or local economic change. Based on decades of success, the UEconomy team has created an innovative, simple online system that allows anyone to simply plug in for rapid success with maximum leverage for life-changing income. The U in UEconomy is you. The products are designed for the person who knows that growth on the inside is essential for growth on the outside. We believe that when people are given a structured education curriculum and an economic engine that quickly provides top-tier affiliate income supported by a community environment, success is a foregone conclusion. Designed by industry leaders, the UEconomy system offers a ladder of increasing value to allow you to achieve the success you desire. UEconomy is primarily a secondary education company. Our educational platform is called UEcademy. Before we go into the amazing products, let's describe the terms to understand and how they're structured. UEcademy structure. The UEcademy courses are designed on well-known and accepted structures of higher education, which are utilized around the world. In a traditional educational structure, a student wanting to learn biology would start at Biology 101 and progress to higher levels of understanding, such as course titles of Biology 201 and Biology 301. Like traditional education, UEcademy bases its courses so that our students can grow as they progress through a logical sequence of understanding. They participate in progressively more challenging courses as their knowledge and awareness increases. These are basic, then to advanced, and finally, mastery. UEcademy course modules. Through close to 3 decades and feedback from thousands of students, we've broken down our core training modules into 3 essential learning modules from which our students will get the most effect. These will serve to springboard into multiple skill levels of their choosing. These core skills are universal in the digital age we live in and will enable them to a better life of their choosing. 1. UMentor, developing the inner entrepreneur. 2. UDigital, learning and mastering all aspects of the digital landscape. 3. UNetwork, promotion of your product or idea. UEconomy does the same thing, only on a simple, more understandable method. Our courses are broken down into 3 skill levels, which are basic, advanced, mastery. We also show wholesale and retail as in traditional business buyer and seller structure. The UEconomy company collects the wholesale cost of the product, while the UE member collects the commissionable portion of the sale. We have a unique bonus for you as well. The higher the product you choose, we will include all the courses below it, add the total gross amount, and then discount it to a package price that's an offer you will want to seriously consider. Let's use this as an example. Let's assume you purchase the UNetwork Advanced. add all product retail prices for each product listed below the U Network Advanced product are $125 U Mentor Basic, $250 U Digital Basic, $500 U Network Basic, $1,250 U Mentor Advanced, $2,500 U Digital Advanced, and $5,000 U Network Advanced. The gross purchase price when all courses are added together is $9,625. Thus, from the example above, your discounted package price off the retail price of $9,625 is only $5,000. You've saved a total of $4,625. This example works for any product in U Academy. In summary, step 1, choose your course. Step 2, add the prices of all the products below the one you've selected. We'll do that for you. Step 3, get the gross retail price. Step 4, you pay the package price, which is substantially lower. Thanks for watching.
Guys, as you can see, professional videos done for U Economy, which makes your life that much simpler, okay? We have story after story of people that are successful in this business. What's your story going to be? Here's Thaddeus and Tammy and Andrea, and it just goes on, and Jason and Walter, and it just goes on and on. So many people that are doing phenomenally well, and many people earning 6 figures in a month, okay? Now, obviously, we can't promise you that you're going to do that, but I can tell you that the system is available to accomplish whatever you want to do, provided the time and effort put into it, okay? Now, as we go on, one other thing I wanted to teach you here is the 3 elements to a model of achievement. Number 1 is you got to believe, okay? You have to believe you can do it, and that's one of my things that I want to teach you here in this webinar, is to get you to a level of belief that, like, hey, I think I can really do that, okay? Can you just go like this? Can you point to a webinar? Can you point to a video and say, hey, listen, you really have to watch this? If you can do that, you can be successful. Now, I haven't done anything here that you can't do, right? If you can point to that, we'll tell the story for you. We'll explain it for you. And after it's done, people will come back to you, or you'll go over to them and say, hey, listen, did you see anything? You know, does this get you excited? And they'll say, hey, I have some questions. Great, yeah, answer some questions. I'm ready to get started. Or they're not interested. That's okay, you know, it's okay. But all you have to do is point them to a webinar, conference call, or some other medium of presentation. We have many, and that's all you really need to do. Number 2 is you have to have the awareness that this exists, okay, that the possibility exists, primarily that you have the possibility that you can earn $1 million a year. Do you believe that? How can you make $1 million a year if you don't believe you can make $1 million a year? When I was first getting started, I was 17 or 18 years old, and it wasn't even a thought in my mind that I could earn more than $50 an hour. That was a lot of money. That was a lot of money. And so at that time, it wasn't even a blip in my radar that I could earn $500 an hour, $1,000 an hour, right? But I know I can do it now. It was just a raising my level of awareness of what's possible, and we're showing you a mechanism that can do that, and it can get your skill levels up as quickly as possible using this mechanism to be able to get to wherever you want to go. And the last thing is the principles within the model, basically how to do it. We're going to teach you everything you need to know, which is not a lot, in this system in U Economy, not only to teach you from basic, advanced to mastery about mentorship, about digital, about promotion, but also how to do this business itself. And essentially, if you blinked, you probably missed it. All I did was, can you go like this? Watch that video. Can you point them to the deal, and we'll take it from there. And if you can do that, you can certainly become successful in our business. And this is basically the model of how we do everything, not just U Economy, but how we do everything. Look at this cute little tyke here, this baby walking around. But he starts over here on the left-hand side, crawling, and he starts to go on all fours, and then he's over here. He's probably bumping into things and bruises and scratches and scrapes and bumps. And then he starts to get up here on 2s and cruising around, and then he's walking. But if he quit anywhere along these stages here, he would never walk. And if you quit learning how to walk, you'd be on all fours still. This business is kind of like this. When you first get started, you start off at basic, okay? You learn the basics about yourself, about breaking through different things and not letting fear stop you, things like that. Then you're going into the advanced levels of products to be able to teach you, hey, I'm starting to get my sea legs here. I'm starting to learn about the digital landscape. I'm starting to learn how does a Facebook ad work, how to set it up, how to use it, how to be able to make it productive so this way you have a return on investment, all these types of things. We're going to show you that. And you're in this area. And then eventually you get to be world class, where you're walking, then eventually sprinting and running. And it's all a process. It's all a process. So we're not going to promise you and insult your intelligence by saying you're going to get from here to there like that. It's not going to happen. And if you see something like that, I urge you to run the other way, because it's not true. We're going to teach you simple, basic mechanics on how you can not only improve your thinking, okay, on what's possible in your life, but also to be able to get yourself financially to where you want to go, get some time freedom mixed in there, and do it with an honest, straightforward system that really does care for our members. My quote here is, it's not your ability to do it which is stopping you from achieving what you want in your life, but rather your unwillingness to pay the price. And that's my Marine Corps coming out in me, okay? I'm pretty blunt in that statement, because I think ultimately we all know what to do, okay? If you want to know what to do, go to YouTube, type in, how do I do it? It meaning anything, or Google, and you'll have lots of things to be able to teach you how to do it. But why don't people do it? Because they don't think they can, or the awareness hasn't even risen in their mind that it's even possible. So they don't even try, okay? And many people aren't willing to pay the price to get to that level of success. But I can tell you right now, we're going to make this part pay the price a lot less painful than you might think, when we're going to show you, and that's what a mentor does. They show you how to be able, what this means, what that means. Watch out for that pothole. Watch out for that grenade. You might want to do this instead of this. Oh, you're having that problem. Have you thought about this thing? That's what we're going to teach you with different things that we have, like UCore, which is one of our products. Also, UMentor, Basic, Advanced, and Mastery, and so on. And one of the big secrets that I really discovered, and I kind of hinted on this a little while ago. Let me ask you a question. How many of you would work for minimum wage? Probably none of you, right? Why? Why wouldn't you work for minimum wage? Because you're aware of your value and you know that you're worth more. That's what I'm talking about being aware that you're worth no more. And I can tell you right now, please think about this tonight, that many of you are thinking on old programming. You're thinking on old programming, and it hasn't even come into your awareness that you can actually make that kind of money. Sorry to call it what it is. And I'm here to tell you that inside of you, you can make that money. You just got to break through those barriers to be able to awaken the giant inside of you, because you can do it. You can do it. Especially now that you have the awareness that it's possible with a mechanism like UEconomy, with a system, with the educational things that we have. And now we're going to get into the compensation plan and show you how we're going to be able to allow you to do this really, really quickly. And we call our system Entrepreneurship Evolved, okay? And we are a world leader in the e-learning space, if you haven't already guessed. E-learning means that we're going to teach you different things. And I said our three products are Basic, Advanced, Mastery, of the mentorship, which is here, the digital, which is the digital landscape, and actually how to promote, which is network, okay? Now, we said over here is we have audio files, video files, online material. I'm going to show them to you right now so you can actually see what we're talking about. I'm going to go off my PowerPoint for just a moment. And we're going to click on to, nope, I got to go backwards here for a second. I'm going to go back to our presentation. All right, guys, I hope you can see my dashboard here with this back office here. If anyone cannot see this, please tell me and let me know. But this is the actual live back office of UEconomy, okay? Now, as I said over here, we have these three products, Basic, Advanced, and Mastery. Just follow my mouse around. You see it looping around here. And we're going to go into the Mastery section and show you We have UMentor, like I said, the basic. We have the 3 skill levels, okay, plus the 3 basic core types of things we teach. Mentorship, digital, and mastery. If you click on basic, there's mentorship, digital, and mastery. Network. Over here, there's UMentor, UDigital, and network, okay? But the skill levels are basic, advanced, and mastery, right? Perfectly laid out, systematic, and very easy to understand. Now you'll see over here that this whole course here is 4 hours. This is Simon Sinek with live teaching, okay? And let's see, this is about Facebook, okay? This over here is another 4 hours and 16-minute course, okay? This is by Paul Counts. It's another 46 minutes, but a live course. And you can actually open these up so this way you can see it, and it opens up here. Let me skip forward.
And this being simple.
Oh, I think I hit the bottom one by mistake.
Simple is the reason that I've been able to stay in this business for as long as I have. So I have one little website that we call a squeeze page. We call it a.
Yeah, that's Paul. Paul has made millions and millions of dollars online, and he's teaching you. How about Instagram, Facebook, list building essentials, video marketing, okay? And these are all about an hour a piece to be able to teach you all these core essentials and things like that, okay? This is about Facebook remarketing.
Welcome to section 1 of our Video Marketing 3.0 video training. Video marketing.
All right, so guys, that's what I'm telling you is that we have tremendous, tremendous products, and this is just one section. If I was to go to the digital mastery section, you'll see other videos pop up here. Sorry, sometimes it takes a little bit just because I'm running a webinar on here. There we go. And this is a live course taught by one of our instructors. His name is Victor, okay, in a live audience. And this is an hour and a half.
Think outside the box. So mercifully brief introduction. I stole that.
Okay. So guys, what we're saying here is we have much of our courses are original content, okay? And licensed material as well too. Here's Darren Hardy and many other things that we have here from Digital Engagement Group, Bob Heyman, Victor, a lot of people on here, and all these different courses that you can use as well too. We also support you with a radio show, with live webinars all the time. We have newsletters that come out all the time. And these are professional newsletters that are beautiful, beautiful stuff. See if this loads up. We have a lot of them on this page. There we go.
Content.
All right, so lots and lots of content and showing off. So if you click on these, then you're going to be looking at all these. And I can't open them now because it'll take a while for it to open, but 30 or 40 pages of information and pure content. All right, so I'm going to close this. One of the videos is still playing. But I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint screen right now. I just wanted to show you that back office here. All right, so we're back on the products here. And here's a video that's going to go over the industry itself. And I want you to pay attention to what's being said on here, and I'll be back in just a few minutes.
If you're watching this video, chances are you're looking for a way to generate some extra cash flow from the comfort of your own home and be a part of a revolutionary business that will change how business is done. Let's face it, the world is changing faster than ever. What used to take months or even years is happening in the blink of an eye. People all over the world believe the illusion that the workforce is a secure place, when, in fact, computer technology and automation have been eating jobs since 1990. According to a recent feature report by CBS News titled, "When the Robots Take Over, Will There Be Any Jobs Left for Us?" highlights how millions of workers will be left without a viable skill in the work environment. Here's the reality. No job is safe. Now, even if your employer loves you, they may have to cut you. According to a recent study, as much as 47% of American jobs could be lost to automation in years to come. We don't mean to alarm you, but have you seen the news lately? Layoffs are rampant. Healthcare is skyrocketing.
Les Brown, the world-acclaimed speaker, says there's something wrong that on Monday morning, the heart attack rate increases by 35%. For the first time, our children will not do as well as us. I'm sure you can see it's obvious that the old ways of making a living are not as reliable as they used to be. So what are your options? The world's shifting to a mobile society, and the global economy is shifting almost daily. Those that don't adapt will have their goals and dreams ravaged by the winds of economic and political change. We're moving from a commuter workplace society where your income is based on the job and work done where you live to a global mobile workforce. According to the Small Business Administration, it costs a person over $50,000 for the average startup business, with most using their hard-earned savings or borrowing from relatives and banks to get started. Then a full-time commitment, rent, inventory, staff, payroll, accountants, and many more just to get off the ground. Add to that, most of the expenses are monthly. This is not to mention if you have a product and marketing expertise to sell it. It's also necessary in most cases with a 3 to 5 year commitment to even break even. You can see why most people fail. It's a daunting task to say the least, which is why over 90% fail in just a few years, with a loss of 100% and more of their money, not to mention the incredible stress. You can, of course, buy a franchise with a much higher startup cost, but 1 in 3 go bust as well, and it takes just as long to be in profit. There's a solution where people from all over the world and from every socioeconomic background are learning to leverage the power of the internet using a simple system that does all of the selling, telling, and explaining for you. We'll show you how you can simply push a button and put into motion your own economic machine. People just like you are becoming micro-entrepreneurs, parking themselves at home instead of the company parking lot. They're taking charge of their income and lives by working independently from home, yet having the mobile power of a global business. Yes, it's true. You now have the control of your economic future instead of the old traditional huge companies. Now more than ever, you can design a life rather than living by default. Are you ready for our solution that eliminates all of these major problems? We've deconstructed the traditional business model and imagined a better way. In a May 12, 2015 story, CNBC calls companies like this industry disruptors. If you're not familiar with the term, I'm sure you've heard of companies like Uber and Airbnb. They reimagined an industry and reshaped it according to what technology and their customers desired. Well, we're not associated with these fine companies. We like to think of U-Economy as also such a company. U-Economy is a global digital franchise revolution. While we're not a franchise in the traditional sense, we do offer what franchises do best, an economic blueprint to success that can work for just about anyone. Let U-Economy kickstart your financial life by offering a world-class, turnkey e-commerce revolution for you.
I am super excited about the U-Economy platform and what it stands for. Not only the lives that it's going to change because of the multiple product levels that it offers and the ability for anybody to get a business up and running at whatever level they're comfortable at, and have an entire company and faculty behind them to help them every step of the way so that they can stand out from the many people online and offline that are also starting businesses. I'm behind this company for 2 reasons. 1, because I believe in the vision of it, and 2, because the creator behind it, Peter Wolfing. In the last 7 months, I have been able to generate close to $300,000 just from Peter Wolfing's programs. I've known Peter Wolfing for quite a while now, and one word sums up what this man has stood for in his multiple companies that he's created over the last 19 years, and that is integrity.
Hi, I'm Daddy Spare Delaware, and this is the testimonial video, so let's get started. This parent company has completely changed my life. It's helped me make my first 6 figures, not only online, but in life. So when I found out the U-Economy was starting up, because I happen to be asking around for these sort of things, I want to know exactly what the company is doing to make money, so I can do the same thing. And that's exactly what U-Economy is. So I'm extremely excited to have this opportunity. Action takers have success. So if you want to have success with your own economy, I encourage you to take action today.
Hey there, my name is Tammy, and I actually live in New York. I'm here in my home office, and I wanted to do this video here today to let you know I am so super excited about joining the U-Economy. I've actually been self-employed for 30 years. I've been a stay-at-home mom and been able to homeschool my kids, travel around the country because of this industry. And let me tell you, when I saw the U economy, it just really, really stood out to me because it's pretty much everything I stand for. I'll get back to the person that invited you to this video because you're going to want to thank them and say thank you so much for throwing out this lifeline.
Hey, it's Jeff here. You know, the reason I joined U Economy is really because of the name, U Economy. I think everybody should have their own business, whether it's a small side hustle, a small internet business, or even a full-time gig. You know, really right now, the way the economy is, it requires everybody to have either a side income stream or multiple income streams. And that's the great thing about U Economy. U Economy is a digital franchise that puts us into business immediately, helping the millions of people worldwide that either need to make more money from home or want to make more money from home. You know, we get to help people get time freedom, money freedom, and location freedom. And we make money at the same time. We make residual income as well as high commissions, and we let the company do all the heavy lifting and the hard work for us. You know, one of the best decisions that I ever made was to join the U Economy revolution, and I recommend that you join it too.
With U Economy, people are creating independence using our cloud-based revolutionary software to make their dreams reality. U Economy allows you to work when and where you want and on your own schedule. We have on-demand turnkey lead generation systems too. We've constructed a simple yet very powerful cloud-based business model that eliminates many of the roadblocks to owning your own business. We offer a very low startup cost that anyone can afford, yet also offer the instant life-changing business that is a high-ticket platform. It's up to you where you start. You can keep your full-time job if necessary, and no need to invent product or a website. It's all done for you. The infrastructure and complex behind-the-scenes technical work such as tracking, download, customer and technical support, and product fulfillment are also done for you. We have options for anyone. Imagine being able to go away for the weekend with your family, turn on the U Economy engine, and have interested and qualified contacts say, "Yes, I'm interested. Tell me more." That's incredible. Low risk and high reward. So how much can you make? We don't make income claims, but I'll let your imagination soar. Remember when we said that the SBA says it takes years for people to break even, if ever? Well, with our compensation structure, if you decide to work your business, your first sale goes to you, all 100% of it. That's incredible. You've now received your product purchase back with one sale. You can't get faster than one. For those of you that want to further leverage your time, you can have our corporate team follow up on your leads for you. They do the heavy lifting, and you get paid 50% on every sale. All the back office tracking is done behind the scenes by our world-class tracking technology. This bonus structure is similar to a traditional sales team in corporate America, where the support team benefits as sales are made. We're no different, other than we do it in a micro scale. We then add some leverage so you can build a team. Your second sale rolls up to the first active person above you at that product package as your qualifying sale. Every sale from your third person onward stays with you. Feel free to make as many personal sales as you'd like. Now the power of one takes over. You are their team leader, and you can show them this simple system. As a bonus, all sales you keep will also refer their second sale up to you, who will then do the same. This happens to infinity. We're changing the lives of thousands of people just like you with a more efficient business model. You can participate part-time or full-time and grow yourself a global, world-class online business which you can be proud to call your own. Finally, we think we've made your decision a simple one, but here's a special bonus for you. For the action takers who purchase one of the higher product packages, we will include all lower-cost product packages and their admin fee at no cost, plus no pass-up needed for the included product packages. We've laid out a very clear path loaded with all of the systems, software, products, training, and support you need to absolutely crush it online. Whether you're a newbie or an internet guru, U Economy is open to everyone. Point, click, and boom, you're in business.
Hey, this is Jason in Jacksonville. I'm right outside my home at the pond in my neighborhood, and I wanted to do this quick video testimonial for U Economy. As an internet marketing professional for the past 10 years, I've seen a lot, and that's what makes U Economy so special. We literally have something for everyone here. First of all, we're backed by a solid long-term company and our CEO and visionary, Mr. Peter Wolfing. Secondly, we've got the low ticket option for people who want to get started small, or maybe they're on a budget. We've got the big ticket option for the big thinkers, people who want to crank in huge commissions on every transaction. I'm talking about thousands of dollars per sale. That's awesome. And then we've got the long-term residual component as well. So your monthly income can continue to grow as your team grows. But by far, my favorite feature, and I think almost everybody's favorite feature, is the coaches. We've got coaches on staff that can help make this passive for you, or at least more passive, by following up and helping close those sales on your behalf. And they do that while you're sleeping, working your JOB, or living your life in whatever capacity you do. Whatever you do, they're going to help you make this more passive. So I highly encourage you to get back to the person who put you on this video and get started. You won't regret it.
Hello, I am Andrea from Texas, and I want to share with you why I joined U Economy. I am an online marketer and a life and business coach, and I have a huge vision to my people. But I was looking for an instructor that support the growth of my business with all the services I use in one platform. And then Mr. Peter Wolfing, who is the creator of Opportunities and Solutions, my favorite person in the internet industry for his vision and integrity, introduced me to U Economy. And to my surprise, I not only have all I wanted I needed, but I can share all that we have in the platform with my clients and get 100% of what they consume from the products and services. The best business model I know in the entire world, made for U Economy.
U Economy is happening right now before our very eyes. More and more people all over the world are jumping in every day. The U Economy explosion is inevitable. This is your chance to take your piece of the $300 billion e-learning pie. Do it now and join the U Economy revolution.
Hi, my name's Debbie. I'm an ex-dental hygienist who was blessed to adopt 3 amazing children and be their stay-at-home full-time mom for over 20 years. Why pick U Economy? Because of its foundation. Peter Wolfing, the owner. He's an innovator with 19 years of experience. He has helped over 2 million people, and that's a record that I have followed anywhere. People, this is the real deal. Come on board and join us.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that presentation. Let's get into some of the products that I mentioned to you and the compensation of how you make some money. We mentioned that the U Mentor, Basic, Advanced, and Mastery, U Digital, Basic, Advanced, Mastery. Also, the U Network, Basic, Advanced, and Mastery. So it's that simple. 3 products with 3 skill levels, you're done, okay? That's the main core products that we do have. We have one other product that is called the U Core, and this is where I physically enjoy the most because I get to come out and teach live. We do these currently every Monday evening, and we go deep dive and learn from the masters in the industry. So we just covered The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday, The Science of Getting Rich, Wallace D. Wattles. I covered Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, The 4 Agreements, which we're talking about now, 15 Valuable Laws of Growth by my mentor, John Maxwell, and on and on and on. So guys, these are live teachings where I get in there and I'm going to really dissect the way the author is thinking, translate it in the way that I think you can consume better, and also how we can apply this to our U Economy business, but also in life as well too. And that's UCore, and this is an optional product that we have as well too. We also do live events. We have live events all the time coming up. We have one coming up in Los Angeles that we'd be happy to tell you about as time permits as well too. If you can get to a live event, there's nothing like it. It's just the vibration that's over there of being with people that think like you and want the same as you. Nothing like a live event. I go to multiple ones every single year. This is a summary here. We have, starting out as the basic, $125 with a $100 commission going to you. So the prices in brackets are how much you make when you sell one of these products, okay? So as you can see, it's broken down into 3 tiers, and these tiers are available for anyone of any socioeconomic bracket anywhere in the world to participate with U Economy. The basic bracket is $500 and less. We have the advanced bracket of $1,250 to $5,000, which is kind of like the Goldilocks area. That's where most people tend to be falling into in this area here. And also the mastery level for those players that want to really get in there and go for the gusto And when we say the letter M, that means 1,000. Okay, so you're making $4,000 on a $5,000 product sale. Amazing. And over here, on a $50,000 product sale, you're making $40,000. That is incredible, guys. Now, that's what I'm telling you. Remember I mentioned, wind this back a little bit. I was mentioning that how fast you can get from here to there. Well, imagine being able to get a $4,000 commission, a 10, 20, 40, or even a $1,000 commission over and over and over again as you work your business. You don't need a lot of sales in a calendar year to change your life radically. Change your life radically. We mentioned also that depending on which product package you come into, all of the lower priced products are included for free in the system. Okay? So that is mind-blowing. Also, now we have the pass-up system that they mentioned in the video, and it's really, really simple. Let's just say that you pick the U Network Advanced package. Okay? Again, all the products below that are included. The second sale at the U Network Advanced package, second sale, not your overall second sale, but the second sale at the U Network Advanced package is a pass up to the person above you as a bonus for them helping and training you in your business. Okay? Now also, you get to keep the third to infinity, plus also all of the lower product sales you keep. You do not have to give your second sale on any of the lower product packages either. Okay? Only the second sale at the product level you come in at. But also what happens too is leverage kicks in. As you bring your people in, you're going to help them, show them the way of success, walk them through the back office, and also get their second sale at the product level that they come in at, because you're their mentor, business coach, and so on in the business. And don't worry if that scares you a little bit. We have systems for that, okay? We have what we call U coaches and all sorts of stuff, and U pros to be able to help you with that kind of stuff. So, but bottom line is that leverage component is where you can take a simple system and just turn it into rocket fuel. So this way you can earn those extra bonuses as your income starts to explode. Now, at the mastery product levels, a perk that we give you is that you do not have to give any second pass up at any product level at any of the mastery product levels if you come in at any of these three product levels. So if you come in at 12.5, you don't have to give the second sale at the 12.5 level. Same thing with the 25 and 50K level, because we figured those people at those product levels has put up some decent amount of money because they said, listen, I'm all in, I'm doing it. We're going to give them a perk and say, listen, you don't have to give your second sale, which is really could be a $25,000 savings for you, a 12.5 or even a $50,000 savings to you, and you would be making an extra $40,000 because you didn't have to give that second sale up. You were keeping it yourself. Okay, so that is monstrous. Okay. Okay, as I said, all lesser priced products are included. I mentioned over here, UCore is $60 a month. This is optional. We highly recommend that you get involved with UCore should you come on board. You can also pay for this a year in advance. We get 2 months for free. And on anyone you refer to UCore, you're making a $20 referral commission. So you only need 3 and your UCore is free. And we also pay 75% commissions paid out over 12 generations of people. And that's important because it allows you to capitalize on the group, the larger group that you're going to build over a longer period of time. Okay. The other parts of our compensation plan, the money is paid up front. The UCore is paid over a longer period of time in depth. And this way you're able to build so we can capture both types of income in the U economy business. So guys, that is the business. Let me get off my screen here, stop sharing, so you can see me on the screen here. All right, Joe. Hey, wow, we got a lot of people on here. Fantastic. So let me just give you an unscripted version of this, and I'm going to close it out and just pass it over to Joe. Guys, I've given 30 years of my life to build this system called U Economy. Okay, it's been here in my brain. All the different things that I've been able to accomplish, and I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just saying I have, and I put a lot of time, sweat, equity, and life force into building online businesses. But more importantly for me, it's not about the money. It's about helping other people. And the way I can do that is do what I do best, is create. I'm a creator. Okay. I'm an author. I'm a speaker. I like to create, mentor people, and I create systems because I know the system is going to be able to help more people faster. Okay. And U Economy was the culmination of all of these successes I've had in the past to be able to help everybody quicker, faster, and more effectively, but also having fantastic digital and learning educational products as a backbone for the whole program. You saw some of the things we talked about on here. And even I try to get kind of whet your appetite a little bit on this webinar as far as what we teach. Okay, we teach you to think outside the box, to teach yourself here, teach you about the digital realm, about Facebook and social media and how to promote and all these different things that you can use for the rest of your life. So this is valuable education that's going to be able to help you in your business. And we showed you a business model by referring other people. You in turn are earning fantastic 80% commissions. Fantastic commissions. So this way you can get yourself from here to there much, much quicker than you could anywhere else. And you have a company supporting you that has invested sizable amounts of money in this platform, in our infrastructure, in the teaching and lesson courses that we have, and really puts our heart and soul into here because we respect you and we want you to be successful and give you every tool possible to be successful. Okay, guys, so let me turn this back over to Joe, and he's going to kind of wrap this up in a tiny bow, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for your time, and I really appreciate it. Now, what I would suggest you to do is if you have any interest in getting more information about U Economy, is get back to the person who introduced you. They'll be happy to answer any remaining questions for you and see if you'd like to get started with U Economy. Back to you, Joe.
Peter Wolfing, thank you very much. I loved the presentation tonight and the comments that I'm seeing here. I've been monitoring the chat box. Looks like it's been knocked out of the park, as they say in the baseball vernacular. I do want to thank all of you who took the time to spend with us here today for this webinar. Want to remind you of a couple things. We get together every single day at 12 noon Eastern. Everyone is invited. It's a discussion, some training, updates on what's going on in the community. We're there every single day at 12 noon Eastern. There's a link. It's at uradiolive.com. If you go there, you can listen to every one of these shows that we've done. Now, you go there, I think you're going to hear something a little bit different. It's a bit different conversation that most direct selling companies are holding. Also, we do have a Facebook group. Now, it's really a private Facebook group, but I'm going to think that I could probably squeeze some of you guys in there. If you go to Facebook and go to U Economy Company, it's 2 words, U Economy Company, that is the official U Economy Facebook page. Now, you may come across a whole bunch of other pages because there are a lot of people who are out there promoting U Economy, but that is the official U Economy group for Facebook, okay? U Economy Company. Again, I want to thank you guys. If you do have any interest or remaining questions, just get your questions answered. All we do here is provide you with enough information to make a relaxed and informed decision as to whether or not this is for you. So take your time, get back to the person who invited you here, and we will see you again next time. Thank you, everybody, and thank you very much, Peter Wolfing.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
See you on Thursday.
Here it is, Thursday.